Bloomberg, please.
Mr. Pashinyan, would you name 3 spheres that investors, like first 2 spheres, were most important spheres that have a potential, to your opinion, and that international investors should invest their money into? This is my first question. And what about relations with Iran, economic relations, I mean, with the US sanctions strengthening against Iran, and Armenia hopes to become a middle field between Iran and Eurasian Economic Union. Do you see any obstacles for this relationship, developing it, or maybe like making it stronger? And a very small question related to the Iran question. During the debate on December 5, you said you were not aware that some trade banks are closing the accounts of Iran and Armenian citizens in Armenia. Have you managed to check why this is happening? Thank you.
To be honest, I wasn't able to check, because after that I flew to St. Petersburg. After that we have elections, and I will do that. And which concerns to in which field we are expecting to have foreign investments. At first, it is information technologies and high technologies, and the high technological industry. And now I can say that we have proper environment for that. We are going to change our tax code to make our tax environment more attractive for such kind of investments. And now, fortunately, our information technology field is growing very dynamically, and we hope to attract more and more investment for high technologies, information technologies, for alternative energy, and for jewelry, etc. And which concerns to Iran, you know, Iran isn't just a neighbor for us. It is a border with Iran. It is actually a live road for Armenia, because within the war, during the war with Azerbaijan, the border of Iran, it was only working way, only a reliable way for Armenia for importing food, and it is a road of life for Armenia. And there is no doubt that we will keep our close relationship with Iran. Of course, we will do that according and in the framework of our international responsibilities and our international duties. And we hope that all our international partners will understand our situation, and will understand that we can break and harm our relations with Iran, and it is very important existential question for Armenia.
Matteo, Swiss Radio TV, please.
Good evening. On Friday, I went to Gyumri, and you also were there. And I visited some families who lost their houses during the earthquake in 1988. And since then, they live in barracks, rotten barracks. So my thought is this. Economic revolution, solving problems through self-commitment, jobs is a good idea, but So economic revolution, solving problems through education, jobs is a good idea, but I don't think it can work for these people. They are in the last carriage of the train. They don't have basic needs. So my question is, what would you say, what would you tell these people if you will meet them? And another question, what will be the first law that the new parliament will pass to
the most important problem for these people, it is the absence of workplaces, because they have no any opportunity to have real job with proper salaries, and we are going to at first to work and to attract some investment to have as a goal opening of new workplaces for these people. And I should say that our previous government, due to political reasons, they was encouraging poverty in Armenia, because when you have poor society, it is easier to practice electoral bribes and vote buying, etc., etc. And it is not poverty in Armenia, I believe, not only economical problem, but it is also political problem, because if you have corrupt government, it is very convenient to have poor people, and because it is easier to govern, to rule this poor people. But now we have democratic changes in Armenia, and our government isn't interested to keep poverty in Armenia, because we have no goal to keep our rule in any price. It's very easy question for us. We have in government until we have trust of our people, and how our government will be changed, it will happen through the elections. And it is our, it is more than 1 decade. I'm speaking about that permanently. That my most important political mission is not only to reach to government through the free democratic elections, but also to quit a government through the democratic, transparent, and legal elections. It is very important, and for previous government, it was very convenient to keep people in the poor condition and to buy their sympathy by giving them a little electoral bribe, some food, something else. But now we say to our people that you don't need to be given, for example, bread by the government or by the oligarchs, etc. We are going to create an environment for you that you would be able to create and to earn your own bread through work, through honest work, etc. And we are going to encourage people not to expect for anyone help, even help of government. We are going to encourage our people to create their own prosperity, their own life, their own homes, their own houses. And we are going to create a proper environment to encourage people to do business, to have proper and jobs with proper with good salaries, etc., etc. That's our vision for the future and for the overcoming our current economic and social problems. First law, it's tax code. We are going to free small business, not small, mini business, micro business, to make for them business free without any taxes. without any taxes. And we do that for encourage people to work, to create workplaces for themselves and to create through the job their own prosperity.
Constance, RFI, please.
Good evening. My question is about the international investments and the environmental issues regarding the Al-Musar mining in Jarmuk. You stated not so long ago that you were not against mining extraction as long as it respected international standards. There is something I quite don't understand regarding that. First, like, where is the procedure now? Because the mine is still open. And secondly, there are you've created after the revolution a special agency in charge of investigating the mining operation in Armenia under your own control. But it's not, they don't agree with the energy minister, and the latest analysis were different in between these two agencies. Thank you for your comment.
Yeah, you know, mining industry, it is one of the pillars of current economy of Armenia, and we aren't happy with this situation, and we are going, as I said, to change this situation and to make Armenia into a real industrial technological country. But we aren't going to close mining branch in Armenia, but we are going to establish new standards in the mining industry that will match with the highest international standards. And actually, we are now in that process, and we will fulfill that goal definitely. Did you mean any concrete project in your question? I didn't hear properly, to be honest.
First, I would like to come back. So, you just said that you wanted to close the mining. You wanted to cease the activity of mining in Armenia, and then you just said that you were okay if they keep on as long as they respect the international.
I haven't said that I'm going to cease mining industry in Armenia. I didn't say that. Okay. Never. I said that we are going to increase the demands in terms of environment, in terms of the defending rights of workers in the mining industry, and environmental issues is very important for us, and we are going to create and to implement highest international standard in Armenia to make sure that our mining industry doesn't harm our environment more than that is acceptable according to standards of 21st century. I never said that we are going to cease.
So here is my specific question then. The second part of my question was regarding the agency that you opened just after the revolution, the controlling mining agency.
You know. It wasn't connected. It was structural changes that were started in the time of previous government, and it isn't connected with this issue. It isn't connected. Okay. There was another issue. A criminal case was started connected with the Amusar mining place.
That's what I'm talking of.
Yeah, it is criminal case, and we are going. The problem was that government. We have many questions about this project, and the most important question is if this project is dangerous for Lake of Sevan and for water system of Jermuk. And the problem is that we have no the answers for that question. And now we are going to invite respected international experts and international environmental company through the tender to find the answers of that question for us. And afterward, if the answer will be negative, I mean that answer will be that no, this project isn't harmful or dangerous for Lake Sevan and water system of Jermuk, we will support that project. But if the answer will be positive or answer will be that it is dangerous project for Sevan, yes, we will stop that project.
What I don't understand then is the actor Gregorian that you appointed already submitted a report to Energy Minister. To Nature Protection Minister, saying that it...
But the problem, excuse me, but the problem is that we have questions and we haven't capacities in Armenia to definite the answers. And now we are in the process of inviting highly respected international company with the international experts to find the question for that the answer for that question for Armenia, for our government. And it is very important, and I've said already that our future actions will depend from these answers.